And we're back. And just like I said we would be, we're right in front of the Iron Throne HQ to continue on with the main quest. But before we do that, there's a few things I want to mention, because I did actually go off and do some non-story related side things in between. Basically, you remember that Razalith guy, or whatever the hell his name was? The one who wanted us to steal the nymph from his wizarding rival. Anyways, we finally killed him and cleared out his tower. In the process, picking up a load of stuff, including a couple of rather interesting items. Well, interesting for a given value of interesting, that is. We have a Ring of Protection +2 that I've equipped onto Toby, giving us a +2 bonus to both our armor class and our saving throws. So, Toby's now at armor class -1 rather than +1, which is good, by the way. I know it's so fucking bizarre that having negative armor class is a good thing in this game, but roll with it. Minsk has nothing new, so he's still at 0 armor class. Khalid's still at -4, making him our guy with the best armor. Thank you, Ankek Plate. We also, though, managed to pick up, for Imoen, this Amulet of Metaspell Influence, which, as it says, you can now memorize 1 extra level 2 spell. Now, we haven't actually made use of that just yet, because I picked it up literally right before this started, and I'd already done 1 round of memorization at the end, so I didn't want to waste my time doing another. Other than that, though, as I said I would, I have gone off and sold literally everything that we weren't going to use from our spree of looting at Durlag's tower. Minus, let's see if I can find it, minus the Soul Taker Dagger, because that's a quest item that we need to return at some point, or sell if I decide I can't be bothered to return it. Other than that, the only items we have are the stuff we picked up at Mr. Wizard's tower. But now, I think we are perfectly positioned to head on in to the Iron Throne headquarters and find out just what it is they are hiding from us. So let's get to it, everyone. This may take us a while, by the way. Durlag's tower may have been the hardest part of the game from what I've heard, but I imagine there's still some significant challenge left. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this, but Toby leveled up. Honestly, it's not really worth much noting, because all we got out of it was a bit of an increase to our Thaco and more hit points. That's basically it. It's not really worth mentioning.
No time to chit-chat.
Out, away, fly while you can. There be madness here, and I can stand it no longer. Calm down and explain yourself, please. Calm down while Sarevok's acolytes practice their magic cacophony above me? I dare say not, stranger. I dare say not at all. Well, he seemed friendly. But at least we have it confirmed that there's some weird shit going on here.
All my stuff is authentic. Really, it is.
Also, it's looking rather green in here, I notice.
Hey,
Welcome to the Iron Throne Citadel. Could you please state what business brings you here? We could try and bribe our way in, or just go heads on against them. And I think at this point Toby is more inclined to the heads on approach. You see, not only are we feeling rather cocky after overcoming that demon night in Durlag's tower, but the Iron Throne has thoroughly exhausted and all of our pretenses of kindness and mercy towards them. So we're here to kill all who would associate themselves with the Iron Throne. And yeah, immediate hostility. Figured as much. Now, Jahira, keep back if you would. I didn't mean kill the merchants. Jeez. Talk about excessive. But in for a penny and for a pound, and they were associating with the Iron Throne, so I guess we're keeping to our word. Even if that is a bit, extreme.
Ready and just as I thought.
But before we go anywhere... Yes. That's us done on this floor, which was absolutely no challenge at all. Not that I expected it to be after the demon night, and yes, I'm going to keep going on about that. But we could head upstairs right now, but before we do that, I'm going to head down into the basement. Basements generally tend to be where stuff is hidden. No one's supposed to be down here. State your business. My business is to cut off your head.
Yes,
How do you like that?
Present authority, you've a task.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Rask! Onward.
Well, he didn't like it so much, apparently. The fact that our business was to remove his head from his shoulders. But, you know, few people do like that sort of thing. Bunch of magic potions.
I don't like
Nothing
the way
in
this
there.
is turning. Better leadership might help.
Okay, now, that's kind of fair, because Jahira's not going to be really up for the whole idea that we are literally here to murder everyone associated with the Iron Throne. That's probably not the sort of thing Jahira would be really up for. So I can see her being a little bit miffed. I really can see that being a thing. Now, hand over all of this to Imoen and identify what we can. Potion that can't be identified. She can keep it until we can find time to get set up with the identify spell at a later date. But we're back up to 90,000 gold, which is nice. Longsword's back in the pack. There we are.
As you will.
Now everyone up the stairs.
Of course.
Let's quick save again. Yeah. I tend to be a little bit paranoid when it comes to saving in this sort of game, you may have noticed. It just tends to be the way things go with me. Yeah.
I should have joined the army.
Where do you think you're going? Upstairs. We're far away from wisecrackers like yourself. Guards up the stairs. We have an intruder. Aw, how precious. They think they can beat us. Isn't that just adorable? Aw. How darling.
Battle with no regret. Ready and able.
How absolutely precious.
I wouldn't dream of
They thought they had a chance. Really, it would be cute if they weren't so pathetic.
I can do damage.
Alright. We've gotten through that fight. Let's check everyone's health. Unsurprisingly, Khalid is still the highest, but Toby only managed to lose 2 out of his 32 health in that whole fight. I'll take that longsword, and I'll go murder his face.
Not good.
And yeah, I think we're going to be cutting out most of this, because are you seeing how fast these idiots are dying? It's not even worth it, really. This is what, the 2nd floor? And only one of our party members has taken any damage at all. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic, really, considering these guys are supposed to be this great, huge, massive threat.
Of course. Ready and able. I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Anyways,
You're a queer fellow. This way.
Imoen apparently failed to make it up the stairs.
Oh, yes.
Wait a moment, could you tell me where I could find Realtor? It's important that I speak to him. I've been given the runaround for too long. Realtor's damn son, Saravark, seems to think he's in charge here. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I have no idea. Damn it, is anyone competent
I
here?
should have joined the army.
You there, what are you doing here? I don't recognize you. Well, while we are inclined to just murder our way through the Iron Throne, I think that under these circumstances, a bribe might be necessitated to get them to look the other way. Because if there's information to be had, then just murdering absolutely everybody won't get it for us. So how about you take this 100 gold and just look the other way? We're looking the other way, now get out of here. Thanks for that.
Just as I thought.
Now, shut up, Mr. Merchant.
I've got the best prices this side
With
of
the
the
likes of you doing the dining chambers, dismiss yourselves immediately.
Something you need. Onward, then.
I'll dismiss myself when I'm
Don't
damn
give
ready.
me any lip, peasant. Do you know who I am?
Emissary Tar. Now, who is this, I wonder? But apparently was someone who looked like they could be of some assistance. That the dimwits around here have been of very little help. Well, at least she recognizes that Toby is good at what he does, even if she doesn't know what we do. But of course, how may I assist you? Ma'am this, ma'am that, I have little desire to suffer through more of your flat gentility. You may call me Emissary Tar and direct me towards the nearest staircase. I have some important business to conduct on the 5th floor on behalf of the Grand Dukes. Yes, would it be untowards of me to inquire as to the nature of this business, emissary? It is hardly a secret. The Grand Dukes have sent me to negotiate a new iron treaty with Thaldorn. It appears that the Merchant Consortium and the Seven Sons have voluntarily granted the Iron Throne temporary control over their mines in order to simplify the city's supply structure and thereby strengthen the war effort, should it come to that. Yeah, I was going to say, what war effort? As far as I was aware, there were just tensions at the moment, no actual war. I'm here to ensure that we have access to that iron at a favorable price. The Iron Throne has been more than cooperative with us to date, and I doubt that they will change their tune now. If you'll excuse me, I have no intention of being late for my negotiations. Yeah, that woman was obviously a noble, and as far as Toby's concerned, and as far as we can tell, most nobles are arrogant, sanctimonious pricks, so attempting to convince her around was not going to happen, so may as well use the chance to get more information, is the way he thought about it. But that's updated our journal. So we know a little bit more about what's up at the moment.
Yes. As you will.
Now, up to the next floor.
I don't like the way this...
Of course.
Okay. We're apparently in a bar now,
I
so...
wouldn't dream of refusing.
Could we rest here, hypothetically speaking, if I wanted to? And
All
will
my
you
stuff
sell
is
me
authentic.
things?
Really, it is. All my stuff is authentic. Really, it is.
Stop bothering him. What about the
You want some
bartender?
whiskey?
Yes, we're merchants out of Sembia. Off to Candlekeep for important business. Curious. No, we can't actually buy or sell things
What you
inside
want?
enemy HQ. Hello, you must be the city negotiators. Let me see the list. Here, Emissary Tar, right? Right on time. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Destus Gurn, Assistant Chief Accountant for the Iron Throne's operations on the Sword Coast. Now, just a quick briefing on our negotiation procedures before you head on up the stairs. Baldur will be accompanied by a board of 6 advisors sent to us from abroad. Zalamar Cloudwolf, Gardush, Naman, Diab, Asim, and Alai, all of them quite respectable men and eager to meet you. We also have a 7th member on that board here today, a Mr. Lyle Espijo. He is there to ensure things go smoothly in this time of transition. As for the agenda... Yes? We'll just sort of play along for now and see if he doesn't spill some information that could be useful to us in our own investigations. Oh, on the agenda is, you well know, our discussion of our current offer regarding iron prices and some notes regarding the output of the new mines we have acquired. Stating all that, however, Mr. Espijo would like to have a few words with you about the positive change and dynamism, economic and otherwise, that he has been witness to in his recent travels through the Sword Coast region. I do not doubt that you will find it interesting, but I have taken enough of your time. Please proceed upstairs so that the negotiations might begin. Rubs her head. Imoen, please shut up. Imoen, do not do that again. We are trying to blend in here and actually pretend to be these negotiators, so please don't. They would have caught on to the fact we were not who he assumed we were if that guy just wasn't very, very distracted. Wasn't just, I mean. Not going to bother speaking to that merchant. But there's nothing in there worth actually grabbing, and all these books are just
Whatever I
books,
can do to help.
which aren't really worth anything. in terms of getting actual money for them. So now, we head up the stairs to this quote-unquote negotiation, and see what we can't do to screw it up, and make sure the Iron Throne gets torn to bits.
Ready and able.
My
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed. Who dares intrude on our negotiations? Yeah, hi, I'm Toby. Can I ask you some stuff? Toby, you say? Ah, yes. Saravok warned you might try to meddle. This meddling will stop here, however. Yes, who are you to say that? I've crushed all those before you with ease. Those before us were fools, as you are. Those before us were weak, as you are. Those before us were not Zalimar, or Gardush, or Naaman, or Diab, or Asim, or Alai. Those before us are dead, as you will be. So it has been decreed, so it shall be done. So orders Saravok. Yeah, fuck you.
What you want?
Imoen, why don't you give them a present?
Yes.
Now, Imoen, what do you say to giving them another present? Unfortunately, Dynahair is a little bit dead at the moment, but we'll just kind of have to deal with it, I think.
Ready and able. May the best among us.
That's another one down.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
Now, Toby. Oh, god damn it. Well, we died, but after we'd killed basically everyone. So, 50-50 on how that went, honestly. You know, could have been better, could have been worse.
Yes.
But back upstairs to murder their faces properly this time.
Insurgents. Imperial.
You're a queer fellow.
Imoen, fire magic, please.
Whatever they need.
Dynahair, do some summoning.
What you want?
Now, you can do another fire spell.
Cool one, son. Something you need. I wouldn't dream of refusing.
And we'll have everyone else,
Nature's servant awaits.
all our melee people,
Can I help
well, most of them,
you?
go after those guys. Okay, Imoen.
This way.
Ready and able.
You two go get started on the indiscriminate murder thing, please.
Ricky Wheel gets the kick. Let's talk more fight.
Now, who is there we need to deal with? Sure, him.
Fucking steel.
I'm gone.
Now, drink a potion, please, Imoen. And summon, please.
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed. Cool one, son. You point.
Okay.
I punch. Butt kicking
I
for
feel
goodness.
so cold.
go deal with our friends like that. They're injured. Okay. Salamar and Gardush are the ones we have to finish off now. Minsk, get him. Minsk. Minsk.
You point, I punch.
Now finish off with Salamar. Come on. Okay, we got that.
Oh, yes.
We lost Imoen in the process, and I'll have to go to a temple to revive her. But we won this fight. They are fully dealt with. I'll take that scroll. And we'll read it in a moment. First, there's plenty of looting to be done. And plenty of stuff to shove into our bag of holding. I've said this before and I'll say it again, but this bag of holding is a literal godsend. If we didn't have this thing, then we would be in a lot of trouble. Simply because I would have to drop so much more loot, I really would. Potion of Perception goes in the bag of holding. Take whatever that is. Now, a lot of things to shove in here, including all the magic items, because I need them out of the way until we revive Imoen, along with our scrolls. And this ring, which looks fancier than the usual fare that we've ended up picking up. Now, though, we can take this opportunity to have Dynahair learn the Fireball spell. It's a really good one, and we always want her to learn good spells. Once Imoen has had her chance, that is.
Ready and able. Onward then.
And yeah, that's Imoen's stuff sitting right up there. No, why did I grab a bastard sword? We don't need one anymore. Khalid has that magic sword, which, this happened off camera, so you guys might not know it, but basically I have a magic sword that Khalid's using now, and we had him steal it from the blacksmith in Baragos, basically. Which is why he has that, because he stole it. One's getting revived. As soon as we can manage that, though. Because having our party without Imoen in it is out of the question. Her +1 short sword, or +2 or whatever. Should have grabbed that. Okay.
Something you need.
Now, Toby, have a potion.
As you wish.
Saldorn. He's perfectly willing to ignore our presence for now, it seems. So, I'll check out the other places before we confront him. Since he was one of the big names, I think, the people that we're supposed to chat up. More scrolls and some magic stuff to put in our bag. So, put the magic scrolls in the bag of holding, and now we're going to take the opportunity to read these. I may end up reading these in the wrong order, just to warn you, because I don't actually know which order I got them in. I have a task for you, and those you have selected. You, the first of the faithful, are to stand ground in my stead. Be assured that I would not belittle your devotion with simple guard duty. This is a chore of particular interest to me, and thus to you. Toby has become a thorn in my side. I wish it removed. Do so, and you shall please me greatly. Such is your charge. Do not fail in this. Seravok. Oh-ho! A letter actually from Seravok for once. That's interesting. And we are apparently really pissing him off. Good. If he's working with the Iron Throne, we want to piss him off. Realtar. My superiors are intrigued by your proposal. I would like to discuss it further, but not through correspondences such as this. The Harpers and Zents have been very active in this region of late. It would be very unfortunate if they tried to disrupt an alliance between our two organizations. If you, Bruno, and Thaldorn were to meet with us in the safety of Candlekeep, my superiors would be much relieved. Please send a response ASAP. Tooth. Or Tuth. That might be an abbreviation for a name rather than an actual name. But they're apparently meeting in Candlekeep. That's very interesting. And I think we know where we're going to be going next. We're going to have to pursue them to Candlekeep. Though, how we're going to get past the entry fee, I'm not sure. Though if it's just gold they want, we have that in spades. So no need to worry there. Father, I received your letter, and I can assure you that the mercenaries led by Toby will no longer trouble our operations. I have dealt with them personally. Before dying, they were most forthcoming in their revelations. It is as you had surmised. They were agents of the Zentarum. I am also writing to tell you that I cannot attend the meeting at Candlekeep. Some problems have arisen with the Chill and the Black Talons. They have had trouble working with each other, and I am needed there to smooth over any dissension. I am sorry that I will not be at your side. Seravok. So, Seravok is lying to his dad and saying that we are dead. I think we know what's coming from this. Seravok wants to usurp the organization and is planning some sort of backstab where his father ends up killed, and he promises to avenge the death and takes over for that purpose, then blames us for it. That's what's going on, probably. But now, let's drop a quick save here, and then we'll speak to Thaldorn, or rather confront him. After finding out there's nothing in that.
Hello. I don't
What
want
are you
any
doing
trouble.
here? Get out of this building before I call the guards. You can't do that until you answer some questions for us. You're here to kill me, aren't you? You can't kill me. Do you know who I am? I'm Thaldorn, one of the leaders of the Iron Throne. Tell us where the other leaders are located. The other leaders, Bruno's and Realtor, they're at Candlekeep attending business with some benefactors from the south. Will you let me go now, please? First, tell us where we can find hard evidence that will implicate your business in all the devilry going on along the Sword Coast. Just don't hurt me. You can find everything you need with Realtor. He's the true leader of the operation. He always carries everything on his person. Am I free to go? See, here's the thing. Toby has basically been waging war on the Iron Throne for a while now. Here we have one of their leaders sitting right in front of us. It's just too good of an opportunity to pass up. If we kill him, we can potentially cripple their operations because they'll have one less person in charge. So, I'm sorry, but you have to die. No, please let me live. No. That was fast. And now he is dead. Let's just check something real quick. We still have a heroic reputation, so apparently killing someone who's basically surrendering is not considered an unhero-like thing to do when it's Iron Throne people you're killing like that.
Whatever I can do to help. Just name what you want. Of course.
And with that, we have basically wiped out the Iron Throne here in Baldur's Gate. So now, here we are again. It's been a couple of days, and I've gone ahead and taken care of some of the less interesting stuff off camera. Namely, reviving Imoen and selling a bunch of our things. Unfortunately, in that time, I managed to lose Imoen's short bow. Or if I didn't lose it, then I can't find it in the bag of holding. So we'll have to buy her a new one. Fortunately, I'm fairly certain Imoen just had a normal bow, not any special magic things or anything like that. And the only items among our loot that we picked up that's really of any interest and worth mention is that Toby has a second ring. This one makes him immune to magic effects that affect your speed, so he can't be slowed down or anything using magic. But anyways, we're here now. We have what we set out to do, so let's speak to Duke Eltan.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Eltan, commander of the Flaming Fist.
I'm glad to have you back. So, what have you learned so far? Yes, we know that any incriminating evidence would be found with Realtor, the overall leader of the Iron Throne in Baldur's Gate. And he is supposed to be found in Candlekeep at the moment on some kind of business. Though I don't know what kind. Undoubtedly the kind we wouldn't like, though. Then there's only one thing to do. Travel to Candlekeep and learn what they're doing there. Whatever it is can't bode well for the fortunes of this city. Take this book. Without it, the keeper of the portal won't allow you entrance into the library. Here also is the reward money that I had promised you.
Your journey has come full circle. Duke Elton has asked that you travel back to Candlekeep, where you must spy upon the leaders of the Iron Throne. While it troubles you that such evil men now make use of the Great Library, and you wish the circumstances of your visit would be different, it will still be a pleasure to return to your former home.
So, home we go then. And into Chapter 6 we go.
Yes? I wouldn't dream of refusing.
And this would be kind of nice because we get to show Minsk And Dinah here, the place we grew up at. So that'll be kinda nice.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
As it happens, we have a book. Now, Toby's not stupid. He knows just saying he used to live here won't do jack shit. That's why we didn't just run back to Candlekeep after Gorion died at the beginning of the game. So we didn't have a way in. You have met the requirements to gain entry to our most holy library. It is fine to see the child of Gorion once again within these hallowed grounds. Please have your less civilized friends refrain from causing trouble. We are very strict with the letter of the law, as you well know, Toby. I do indeed.
Oh, yes.
And here we are, within Candlekeep once again. But where would we want to go next? Because we're back in our home, so we undoubtedly want to talk to some of the people we used to know around here. Toby's gonna want to catch up with his old friends. Hull! Well, long time no see, you crotchety bastard. Well, there's a face I never thought I'd see again in a million years. When we heard about Gorion's passing, Fuller and I went out to gather his body, but you were nowhere to be seen. I don't know what who came across that night, but Gorion died a noble death, saving you from it. Oh, Hull. So many things have happened since, both good and bad. Nothing was worse than old Gorion being killed. Toby, I think we should drink to his memory while we're here in Candlekeep with our friends. Yeah. Thanks so much for taking care of his remains, Hull. I didn't have the means back then. Someday, though, we'll have to sit down for a mug of ale and I can tell you about it. I look forward to it, kid. Aw, that's kinda sweet. I just love that we actually get a chance to come back to Candlekeep, though. It's really nice, and I'm sure much as we're here to prevent terrible things from happening to Baldur's Gate, and just to piss off the Iron Throne in general, Toby is going to be kind of glad that he gets to see his old home again. He kind of feels... I don't know how to describe it. Like, Toby's homesick, but in the sort of way you are when you didn't realize you were homesick until you came back home, if that makes any sense.
Onward, then.
And it's that old sanctimonious twat Reaver who used to make us kill rats for 5 gold. Yeah, fuck you too, Reaver. Fuck you too.
Ready and able.
But I think we need to say hi to our old pal Winthrop now. Aye, now there's the rapscallion. Set on the little wisp now and make every bolt count. 9 hells, it's good to be home. Winthrop, my old man. And you little missus owe me a long account for all my worries after you had run off. I do? Her eyes water, I know. Oh, damn, I'm glad to see you, puff guts. Yeah, Winthrop, you old fool. If I had an arrow for every one of these practical jokes you played on me, I don't know, I'd have a hell of a lot of arrows, though. Well met, my friend. Yes, you'd run me right out of the fletching business in a flash, you would. It's good to see your impish face again. Now fill me in on what it is you've been doing lately. Yeah, we'll not say too much. We don't want to get our old friends involved in this. As far as Toby sees it, it's his mess to solve. I've been adventuring in Winthrop. There's a whole world out there, and it needs a righteous old kick in the arse every now and again, doesn't it? Spoken with the wisdom of a true fool. By the gods, I love this bastard child. Okay. Now, I'll have me a short bow to replace the one of Imoen's that managed to get lost, and while we're here, let's have us a few drinks. Some Arabellan dry wine. And we'll buy a round for everyone. But now that we've managed to get nice and drunk, we're going to get us a room for the night.
Yes. As you will.
But now we're back in Candlekeep, and we have some time to kick back. I mean, sure, we have this whole Iron Throne evidence thing to deal with, but as Toby figures it, he has a bit of time. There's no need to rush, so we can just chill out, talk to our old friends, and catch up with people again. And that's what we'll be doing here.